Hello friends, how you doing today? Welcome to another episode of the Williams Learning Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw the Lewis structure of methane, CH₄, without using formal charges, and we'll just simply be looking at the number of unpaired valence electrons to determine how we draw these structures. I'm going to assume at this point that you already know how to determine the number of valence electron an atom has by looking at your periodic table's group numbers. One of the first things that I like to do is I will check out the molecular formula to determine if we have a central atom. In CH₄, we got 5 atoms, so there's going to be a central atom. The rule is the least electronegative atom is going to be the one that is in the center, with the exception of hydrogen. Hydrogen is always on the outside. Since this is just a molecule of carbon and hydrogen, carbon is going to be our center atom. Since carbon is a group 14 element, it is going to have 4 valence electrons. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw the electron dot notation. And remember that valence electrons will not start to pair until the 5th electron for electron dot notation. Doesn't apply here, but it's a good thing to know. Hydrogen is a group 1 element and it has 1 valence electron. All right. And so now that I'm looking at this, I am going to determine the number of bonds that each atom can make. Carbon has 4 unpaired valence electrons, so it can make 4 bonds. Hydrogen has 1 unpaired valence electron, so it can make 1 bond. And remember that hydrogen is satisfied with 2 valence electrons, and carbon, it follows the octet rule, is going to need 8 valence electrons after all the sharing. I'm going to draw the electron dot structure to keep track of all of my valence electrons and making sure that all the sharing gives me a total of 8 valence electrons for carbon. And so with each unpaired valence electron, I'm just going to draw hydrogen beside it and sharing its electron. And I'm going to do that for all 4 sides because the molecular formula already says that we have 4 hydrogens. And so it should look something like that. Now for the Lewis structure, we're going to take this and we're just going to replace the shared electrons with a line. So I'm going to draw my carbon in the center. And then I'm just going to draw my bonds first. And then I'm going to draw my hydrogens. Alright, and right here we're going to have the Lewis structure for CH₄, methane. Now there is something to note here, that a Lewis structure is going to show the paired electrons in the valence of atoms that are not participating in the bond, but we don't have this in this instance because hydrogen only has 1 valence electron and those are already being shared. And if you want to double check to make sure that you have the right number of electrons, start counting the bonds. Each bond represents 2 electrons. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Carbon is happy and is satisfied with the 8 electrons according to the octet rule. And each individual hydrogen has only 1 bond, and so it is satisfied with the 2 electrons. Alright guys, if you found value in this video, would you consider commenting, or subscribing? If you have any questions, would you put them in the comment section below? Is there a concept that you would like me to cover to try to help you out? If so, leave a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, you have a nice day and keep on learning.